Welcome back to the coldest episode of the year.
Ooh.
It is pretty chilly.
It's a cold day. It's beanie weather. How are we doing today, guys?
Cat weather too.
Yeah, cat.
Something to keep your head warm. Yeah, good.
Doing well?
Yeah, I'm going alright.
Let me ask you this question. What is, in a movie or something, one of the colder looking places of the United States? Think of a movie that's cold.
Canada.
Wow.
Reese?
Toronto.
Reese?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you say, okay,
Alaska.
Somewhere
come back.
Alaska.
north of America.
we'll circle back. If I was to say the initials VW, what would you think of?
Vampire Weekend.
Close. What would you say? Maybe Volkswagen
Venice.
or something?
Yeah,
Venice.
sure. Wasn't what I had nothing. Literally nothing
What
was
about
coming to mind.
vampirewebsite.net?
Ooh.
How is that related to the
Well, I was
coldest?
trying to do a circle back thing with Forks from Twilight, and then I was going to be Twilight is because that's in Seattle or something, and then there's
How are we
vampire.
gonna, this is Jesus.
Okay, it's about vampire, real life vampires.
Vampires. That's all right.
Ooh, that was a tough opening.
Yeah,
Tough
jeez.
crowd here today.
That was going to be a
right.
stretch.
So
an
I did-
absolute stretch.
Hey, I was just trying to
Yeah,
get
just
some
a bit of a
get the brains turning over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I found this website, clearly vampirewebsite.net.
Yep.
I don't know why it wasn't just vampireinfo.net. They had to put website in the website name, but that's fine.
Ah, yeah, nice.
So it's a website about real life vampires
Okay.
because there's a high chance that you've definitely walked past a vampire in your life.
Walk past them.
Yep.
A high chance that you've definitely walked past.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
probability
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, they're everywhere. There's thousands of them. Some may even not know that they are a
Only
vampire.
thousands?
Yeah, only thousands.
Okay.
One may even be in this room.
What's
I think
Tell
I know
us
who
more.
it is.
I'll tell you. Yeah. I'm not pointing fingers at Reese, and I know I'm not. So, all right. So this website, first page, you're greeted with, "This website is not made for poser vamps or those who think they are or claim to be a vampire because they think the spirit of a vampire entered them at some point, making them a vampire. We call these people posers."
Oh, fucking poses. They're everywhere.
I ain't a poser vamp.
I know a couple poses.
Keegan.
why are you looking at me?
All right. So, yeah, as I said, there was an interview with The Guardian with a vampire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not the film. It was an actual interview with a vampire. And
What's his name or her name or their name?
not giving out names we don't do this.
Don't they want to be known though?
Well, they're probably on
They got
there.
a website.
I really
Yeah.
scrolled through that interview very quickly. But that was where they said that there was thousands.
Okay.
Right?
Is this US based?
Yeah, US. Yeah. So we probably haven't. But if you're in the US,
Australia's vampire free.
yeah. But we're vampire friendly. We got a special guest. Don't worry. Okay.
Just rip it at it.
Let's start off this by saying if you're a vampire and you're listening,
Come on the podcast.
Yeah, hit us up.
yeah, you
We'll
could.
send you pics.
And
I'd like to hear.
it's fine if you want to be a vampire. Everybody's free to do whatever they want. If you want to be a vampire, hey, be a vampire.
Yep.
So
This is a vampire friendly podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now he's going to just rip into them. Now we've got that out of the way. Fuck vampires.
okay, Keegan, you can say
Fuck
that.
vampire gang.
All right, these two can get killed by vampires. I'm fine. I'm all accepting. Okay, so now how do you get turned into a vampire? How do you guys
Get
think?
bit by one.
You get bit by one? Yeah,
Yep.
that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a classic.
I think that's the other
Well, that's
way.
a no-no
Ooh, okay.
because that's unsanitary.
No, why is that?
Well, because you don't know what, you haven't
No,
checked.
like wipe the neck or something.
Yeah, you can wipe the neck, but you don't have medical certificates to know if they have any blood-related diseases.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They might not be your blood type.
So let's get into this. Now, on this How to Become a Vampire, Reese is
That was a
struggling.
bad one. That was a bad joke.
They're really up to date, actually, because at the top of the page it says vampires are not immune to the coronavirus, which is
Hey,
important.
it affects everyone.
Yeah,
I hope
exactly.
they're keeping their distance.
Well, yeah, the page was actually way more informative than a lot of other pages.
Really?
I've seen. It was daily updates, telling you just don't doing the blood stuff right now. If
Wow.
you can,
Really?
Hey,
it didn't say that. It didn't
That's
say
more
that.
updated than Will.i.am's fucking website.
and that's a callback.
Yeah.
Did you see the survey that I did? Well, not a survey, but there was like, there was like
I
10,000.
can't see Lexi in the shot.
There's like in the hot spots in Victoria, 10,000 people refused to get tested.
Oh, I saw
because
that.
they were like, and majority of the reasons were because they thought it was a conspiracy theory. What the fuck?
Yeah, I screenshotted is it the health minister of Victoria or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. and
Addressing
she-
that and
That just, I was like, oh, that's interesting that 10,000 people aren't doing the fucking test when I'm pretty sure they've introduced the saliva one. Where
Oh,
just have
really?
Do
to-
yourself.
Yeah. And it's not invasive or anything. And it's like, what the fuck? I was like, why? What is the reason?
Yeah.
And then
Conspiracy.
she continues to say that people believe that it is a conspiracy.
All right, back to vampires. Okay, so obviously, yeah, we're not doing biting necks. These guys don't bite necks. There is a trade of blood, though, an exchange of blood, if you will.
Yeah.
You can't be turned into a vampire through a spell or a ritual. That just doesn't happen. It's just a trade of blood, which can happen from. I'll get to that. But all it takes,
I want to know now.
yeah, exactly.
all it takes is actually. So you know how in the movies they suck their blood until they're neirly dead.
Yeah, drain them.
All you need is a quarter of a teaspoon.
Quarter of a teaspoon. So is
dead.
is it that
Or to satisfy their thirst.
so if
Yeah, quench.
they just hand you like a little cup,
Yeah.
and if you drank that, then you turn into the vampire as well.
Well, so you have to do an exchange. So
A
I'm a vampire,
sacrifice.
you're not. I take a bit of your blood, and then you take a bit of mine, and then hey, welcome to the club. So
We need like another camera just of Lexi.
Yeah. I wonder what Wesley Snipes. I wonder what Wesley Snipes is doing right now.
he's probably listening to this, saying,
Probably waiting
"Damn,
for it."
Blade got it wrong."
Waiting for someone to call in.
I've never seen Blades. Or because there's
I
three.
think
of
I've
them.
seen
Yeah,
one.
Blade trilogy.
The first one. It was all right.
Classic.
Are they?
Are the first ones.
Better than Catwoman. I don't know why. They're just the
Why do you even
contrast.
compare them?
Just like just a dark, you know, it just visually looks.
I
very
would compare them
similar, I
to
think.
Underworld.
Sorry,
what was
whoever
that trilogy?
directed fucking Blade. I apologize, but
I don't think anybody that gave a fuck of what Reese Kennedy has to say about his trilogy.
Resident Evil. Was that one?
that's an awful one.
That's vampires, isn't it?
It's like
Zombies.
something like that.
Getting some pain into my leg now.
Nobody in the audio thing knows what Lexi
She's-
is.
she's got some.
She's a vampire.
We're gonna have a photo of Lexi digging into Keegan's leg on the Instagram. There. Okay. Back to vampires.
while she looks at Dylan, it just
All right. So it has like a step by step in how to become a vampire on that website.
yeah.
But then it also says at the bottom, if you still can't get turned into a vampire after reading this page, then that is your problem and not mine.
How do they know?
How do you? Because you'll get to that.
You'll fly. You'll be able to
You'll
turn into a bat.
When it's in the light, you all like
Yeah, you start
sparkle.
burning.
Yeah. Hey, maybe. Nah, doesn't.
Oh, really? So all this movie magic's just
Yeah, a lot of the movies
Bullshit.
get it wrong. They're trying to sensationalize these vampires. So now you're thinking, okay, so I know how to get turned into one, but now I got to find a real vampire.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How else?
Yeah.
Are you thinking that?
I'm thinking it
Where do you think you'll find a vampire?
in
Don't say New Zealand.
in like a haunted house
All right, Reese.
in a coffin.
Let's go Pennsylvania. I mean, yeah, Pennsylvania.
All right. So there's actually a nice there's a nice US club and bar scene for vampires.
Bar scene.
Yeah, so they've got a list on the website. It was last updated 15 years ago, so a lot of the bars are closed down.
Yep.
But it's a very extensive list of bars and clubs that are vampire friendly and common vampire meeting places.
That serve blood.
So you said that's updated 15 years ago,
They're not
but
that
they're-
vampire friendly then.
you said that stopped 15 years ago.
The website has.
But I thought the website was
Yeah,
keeping
that's
up
I was
to date.
surprised too. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
Trust him.
Yeah, I'm
Just
trusting
trust
him.
me.
People do drink blood.
People do, yeah. And they,
I think most of them are poses though,
uh,
because I've seen
yeah.
videos of people that just like the taste of blood. I don't think they're vampires. They might think they're vampires, but
That's
they're
a poser
posers.
vamp.
Yeah, that's a
What's
poser
that?
vamp.
Why is that a poser vamp? If they, is
They
that the
didn't
main
turn
thing?
in- I haven't seen any powers, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
Do they
like,
have powers?
other
Have we not got there yet?
I'll get that.
Okay.
Other things may include like people who just like to dress like a vampire. That's also a poser vamp. They don't have to do the blood stuff.
Just wear a cape and
Hey, wear a cape, the fangs,
yep,
Are they fake? Or do they wear fangs?
fake fangs.
the pose.
That's what poses. Real
Oh.
vamps don't even have fangs. It's a myth. All right.
How do they bite the blood?
Okay, let's go back, guys. All right, so it's a quarter of a teaspoon. All right, so you go into one of these clubs, right? Mm-hmm. And it says it's also not advised to trick a vampire into turning you into a vampire. However, if this does work, it avoids asking them to do it, and it also avoids the whole vampire conversation.
Okay.
So wait, first of all, I was like, what's the vampire conversation? Just like,
Hey.
I figure it's, are you a vampire? Yes. Okay, cool. Can I be one?
Yep.
That's the conversation.
That's a bit insensitive, I think.
And
Just
then
to go up to a vampire and ask them.
But it's not
Exactly, yeah.
insensitive. I'll get to, man, there's a lot of things. And then if you were to trick a vampire, like, are you just dropping your blood into their coffee?
But you need their blood too, don't you?
And then yeah.
They trick you and put their blood in your coffee.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Okay, so things to look for are a dark colored ring around the iris of the eye.
Yes. Let's
Real-
check one for me.
Yeah.
Can you open up?
No, mine are fine.
Okay, why are you talking so slow? It's the end of the day right now. Real vampires' breathing will be slightly shallow at times, at all times, except when they're extremely excited or upset.
Oh.
Keegan's never excited, so it's not like we'll hear that. A real vampire's heart rate will match a person's heart rate and speed that is next to them while sleeping or having sex. But I was like, that doesn't.
Interesting.
How do you see that in public? So that I just crossed that one out. Holding eye contact with them in person or through a photo, you feel a strong pull to them and you can't look away.
Oh.
So I can definitely look away from Keegan. And then they prefer to stand in the shadows. Their bedroom is the coldest, darkest place of the house. Again, like, how are you going to beat a bar into that?
Yeah.
And then a weird one, electronics that are around a real vampire tend to malfunction, such as watches, MP3 players, computers,
Electronic watches.
maybe batteries in other watches, you know?
But what
Digital.
about just classic watches that are like just
I know.
time?
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. It's just things that malfunction.
Okay.
You trying to watch Netflix as a vamp? I think you guys are looking more
Sorry.
at the dog.
Oh, she just licked his.
Okay, so don't go on Facebook looking for vampire groups filled with poses.
Yeah.
If you're
I
a
can
real
imagine.
vampire, you're not making a Facebook group.
Yeah.
So you go straight to this website, this one specific website.
Yeah. Or you can go to vampersonals.com, which is a vampires dating website, to meet vampire/goths or both, as well as like-minded people. Sign up today with the code Irony Podcast for 15% off your person. No. Could you imagine? That'd be so
That'd
slick.
be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I like that.
First sponsor.
That was
Vampire dating website.
vampersonals.com. You've gone to a vampire bar club.
Mm-hmm.
You see this guy. Okay, that's a vampire. I'm looking at Keegan right now. Not you. Look at me. And you go, all right, now what do I do? So I'm looking at them. I see they got the vampire eyes. And you go up and you say, I think you got vampire eyes.
Call them out.
Boom.
That's what you do. You just call them out.
Yeah. You just go up to and then, so you can say if odds are they either already know. So
Yeah.
they go,
I know what you're trying to do.
you got me.
Yep.
Bazinga.
Wow.
Odds are that they aren't aware that they could be a vampire still, but they just aren't aware, but they're open-minded, in which case it's a great way to start a friendship, it said.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
true.
Yeah,
That's
very
true.
wholesome. Or you get the confused look. They didn't know that they are. And if anything, that means that you can be like a teacher for them. And then there's the alternative, which is just fuck you, vampire, fucker, fuck off. Vampires aren't real, you fuck.
You have
Fuck
to
off,
say-
bitch. In which case, you just say go to vampirewebsite.net.
Yeah.
All the info's there.
One happy dog over there.
Lexi is getting fed right now. So yeah, if their response is negative, don't make the situation worse. Just say go to the website. All the info's there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
They have like
Don't
little
call me a
like
vampire, fucker.
cards. They make like little custom cards where it has the website on them, and they're just like,
Website was updated in 2015 last, I don't think.
they had cards
recently.
back in 2015.
All right. So now if you can always be born a real vampire.
Okay.
I didn't really understand this one. I think maybe vampire parents or something. So let's look at the characteristics with Keegan compared to this list.
Why me?
I don't know. You're just giving off weird vibes. All right. Do you have pale skin?
Nah,
Look at his ankles.
no one can see my ankles.
Get the sunglasses. All right. Are you energetic at night? No.
What's
Yeah. Have you seen him behind a pair of DJ decks?
Yeah, and then you ask him to play Warzone after 9 p.m. and he says, nah.
Yeah,
Oh, so
past my
not
bedtime.
being energetic after night is a trait of a vampire.
No, you want to be, they're more energetic in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a no.
Okay. All right.
So he doesn't, are your six senses more enhanced?
6? I thought there was heaps more than 6 senses.
Are there?
Maybe his vampire friends have told him about different
About
senses.
12 senses.
Do you have good vision in the dark?
Quick, close your eyes. How good can you
Dylan
see?
is there.
Boom.
Reese is there.
Vampire. Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god.
All right. And then there's a list of 38 things.
Are we on? Okay, what's number?
I'm not
5?
going through all of them.
Let's give us some good ones then.
No.
Oh. I thought that you would have done that, that's all.
So then there's a questions from a real vampire section of the site, which I thought was interesting. And
Questions for or from?
for and then answered by a real vampire.
Oh, okay.
It's just questions from vampires to regular humans. What do you guys not like blood or something? All the questions. So one of the questions was, do you believe vampires have a special place in society? And I thought the answer was pretty interesting. It said, in short, pretty much, they believe society would be better if there was more openness about it, especially if you could go buy like a pint of blood from a grocery store, much like a pre-made pizza, whether animals' blood or humans' blood, because people are willing to sell their blood for money, e.g., blood banks.
Okay.
Which, hey,
Hey, if that's what they think they need, then you know what? We're not going to give it to them.
well, these two aren't. Vampires are coming after you, but
they're all posers.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, if you buy blood from a supermarket, you're a poser.
Yeah.
Well, so they were
You go,
like,
talking
you
about
need to get it
yourself.
from the streets.
Yeah.
well, they were like, the Red Cross throws out so much blood.
Do they?
Well, because they're like, blood isn't good for permanently.
They refrigerate it.
Yeah, you can only keep blood for so long.
But don't the vampires want like good blood?
At some point, they're just like, just give me blood.
Just give me my fix, you know?
Yeah. So then
That's off.
you can get the animal
It's like
blood as
used
well.
by date though.
Yeah, like there's expiry dates on Coke as well. Like humans need Coke, vampires need blood.
Coke never goes off.
Yeah.
What?
Coke never goes off.
No, it doesn't.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
No.
That shit lasts forever.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so getting blood.
Just got owned.
Sound like a real poser right now.
Coke poser.
There's one happy dog right here.
Stop mentioning that. There's no cameras on the dog. All right, so you can get many different types of blood. You can get animal blood. You can get Lexi blood.
Ooh.
True. I wouldn't put it past Lexi. She could be a vampire. Look at it.
Yeah.
Trying to pretend not to listen to the
No one
conversation.
can look at her. There's no cameras on her. And it's an audio podcast. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, animal blood isn't as nutritious. Mm-hmm. Human blood you can get from people volunteering their blood. Maybe some people, and I've got 2 people looking at this fucking dog. I'm done.
I'm getting content for the video portion of the podcast.
This topic should just be called like Lexi.
Feet vampires.
I'm never doing a topic ever again. This sucks.
Ooh. bit of
You can get it.
negativity out of you today.
What?
A bit negative.
Because we called him a poser
Yeah.
vampire. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
I own a poser vamp.
Hey, I drink real blood.
Give me your blood right now. I'll drink it. So they said, yeah, if you're getting it from a person, it's either through a syringe, maybe somebody who enjoys cutting themselves will
Okay.
offer it up. You have to make sure they're at legal age and get medical certificates to make sure there's no bloodborne diseases. Which I think is like, hey, these guys are pretty on top of it.
Yeah, they're smart.
I-
Does it matter
Good.
what blood type they go for?
I couldn't see anything on that, so I would like assume so. But then like
Maybe they have a certain taste
Yeah.
for a specific blood type.
well, because they were going through the different animals, and you can't have like what were they? You can't have pig, chicken, or turkey blood. Any other blood is
Any
alright.
reason?
Just because it's not safe to consume. It said.
Oh, so it's like salmonella kind of threats.
Yeah.
If you eat raw chicken.
Sounds like some poser made these rules up and they just don't want to get salmonella.
Yeah.
Hey, you calling out Vampire Weekend? VampireWebsite.net
I'm calling out Vampire Weekend right now.
as we're getting called out.
Ezra, you're a fucking poser.
Okay, so then I was looking for why become a vampire.
Poser vamp, sorry. I really like that term.
Vamp.
Poser.
Vamp.
Yeah.
It just,
Could you imagine going to one of these vamp clubs and being an actual vamp and then seeing
Seeing
a bunch of
poses.
poser vamps? Like you see people walk around with the fangs and stuff, and you just go up and you just go,
The term poser vamp sounds like something you'd see in like a teen film or TV show about vampires. And that's the term that they use.
Yeah, they're
It's
like
just like
the-
super cringy, super
like
like.
they're like the
Wolves.
popular ones, but you're like, why are they popular? I'm the real vampire. Hey, that's it, right?
Hey,
I think you just created a TV show.
Hold on.
What are you going to call it? Poser Vamps.
Nah, you wouldn't call it that.
Why not?
Why would you call it that?
Vampire.
The show is about posers.
It'd be about a high school. You call
Yeah,
it like,
vampire.
oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
or
Nah, no more suggestions.
at the
Vamp high.
Yeah, and then the high school is like something that starts with R, like something
Rudolph.
Sure, Rudolph High, but on the t-shirts it's High R because it's like a high school and then the name Rudolph, whatever. And the TV show would be called Vampire R, like vampire.
Yeah, it totally could be like that. That's great.
Oh my god.
What else would happen to the school?
Just
had to be
it'd
a
be
bat
like
class.
every other high school
Oh.
TV show. Just they're vampires.
But is everybody a vampire? Because if everyone's a vampire,
Not everyone. No,
Yeah.
it could be.
But
no,
is it
not
like-
everyone.
is
But
it
there
like-
are posers.
Yeah, is it like just a regular high school?
Yep.
But there's some that are actual vampires, and then it's clearly
like-
posers.
And it's like not completely accepted. There's one, the gym teacher's a vampire and he's like the cool one.
And on Halloween, they go, "I'm gonna dress like my ancestors or whatever." And so the actual
Ooh.
vampire comes in.
I'm just thinking of Harry Potter right now. Sounds a lot like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's not about vampires.
I know,
what are you
but
talking
like,
about?
Have you seen Harry Potter?
no.
You look a bit like J.K. Rowling. Hold on.
Oh my god.
J.K. Rowling / vampire.
I just don't like this attitude coming from both of you today. It's a bit,
I apologize for the J.K. Rowling comment. I only said that because
I'll say
you
it.
have blonde hair.
Hey, I'll say it.
Blondish hair.
You look like J.K. Rowling.
Oof.
don't like the attitude from you, Dylan, today.
Okay, so you got your blood, you got your fix. Beef jerky is also a good substitute.
That shit dry as hell. How are they going to get anything from that?
It said it's a good blood substitute.
Okay, sure.
So, and they said it like you don't look so conspicuous. Obviously, I'll just have 10 pieces of jerky, please.
10. I don't think 10's this much. It's
That's like 10
a
packets.
Yeah.
That's what I was meaning to do. I'm not looking the attitude coming from you. All right, why become a vampire, Keegan? Why did you become a vampire?
You're really quick. You can run really fast.
Okay.
You've got a lot of power. You can stop vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
You live forever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to eat much. Just blood.
Honestly, Keegan's actually ticking a lot of you're really ticking a lot of the things.
How do you know all these?
Twilight.
Okay. That was literally
Pass over that.
that's pretty much
Everything.
that was the whole list.
So you are actually supposedly quicker.
Yeah, you quicker,
So it's
smarter,
like
stronger.
Usain Bolt is he a vampire?
Hey, could be.
Yeah, like
Anybody seen his iris? Does he got a thing around his iris?
Who's Iris?
Usain Bolt.
No. What is it?
He said he's a vampire, and I said, oh, maybe. And then has anybody seen his eye? And then you said who?
Why?
And I said, and then I said,
You said iris though.
yeah, because you got to see. Will you listen? Do you want me to go back to
No,
part
you
one?
said ring around. Oh, the iris or the eye?
the iris.
See, that's
Sorry.
that's my mistake.
Did you get that?
Terrible. Not even good podcasting.
Wow.
All right. Well, I did Google what's the point of being a vampire, and I only got results for why be a vampire class in Skyrim. So there's not much on Google about it.
Then you looked into that. Now you play as a vampire in Skyrim.
Yeah, there doesn't seem much point as being a vampire class.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Pose of vamps in Skyrim.
Poser Vamp class.
Oh god.
Poser Vamp class is also a class at Vamp High.
Welcome to Vampire. Let's do like the fucking music.
That'd be a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Any Disney Channel.
I'm
or
sure it's been done.
Nickelodeon.
I'm sure it's been done. A vampire high school.
Now, what I loved was that there was a joke section on the website.
Like dad
What?
jokes.
It was vampire jokes.
Oh my god.
So
Like people that
It's a
collect
vampire
cutouts of the jokes from newspapers. It's like, oh, that's a good one. Let's cut that one out.
Yeah.
It's like the.
So you'll like this one, Reese.
I better.
What
You've
do you-
hyped it up now.
What do you
Yeah.
call a vampire with fangs?
Don't know.
A poser.
Oh
Actually,
man, I'm such a poser for not thinking that.
Then there was how many vampires does it take to change a light bulb?
none.
None, because I like the
None.
dark.
Because they don't need it. And then there was
That's
shit-
not a joke. That's just fact.
It's a bit funny. And then there was like the classic like three vampires walking to a bar stuff. But a lot of them were about like
was-
periods,
what
for
was-
example.
Huh.
Like
About
that one was
periods?
about like it was one of them was it was like really weird. I was like there was too many about periods. Like it was like what does a vampiress do when she's stranded in the desert? And it was like with nothing or something. And it was like just wait for her period. I was like, what? Just stop with that. Just don't do that.
Like, I guess that's a joke.
Yeah, but it's not the joke. Just stop with that.
They can't. They don't drink their own blood, do they?
Well, that's why I was like, I think you maybe can.
I mean, maybe.
I
I'm
guess
sure.
we'll find out on this season of Vampire.
I'm sure it'd just be like similar to drinking your own urine. Yeah, the benefits of it will slowly, speedily diminish
Speaking from
every time you do
experience?
it. Yeah.
I mean,
No, I haven't.
oh,
Fuck that. I'm not drinking my own piss unless I have to.
I don't know. Could be interesting for the pod one day.
No.
You
Just
can piss,
straight up
drink
no.
mine.
Huh?
You can drink mine if you want.
No, thank you.
How much, if I was to pay you, how much to drink his piss?
It'd have to be a lot because I'd just be
Like
throwing
what?
up
Give me,
all the
give me a
time.
price. You wouldn't be throwing up. You might
I'd-
not even throw up.
I'm not going to throw up just talking about it.
What if we piss in your smoothie and then just it'll mix?
Yeah, I'd do
They
that
would
for
know.
less.
For how
'Cause it-
much? Just give me a price.
I
I'll start
don't
saving.
know. I'd
grand,
say
like-
maybe $1,200. That's my price.
I'll wait for your summer sale. All right. Well, that was pretty much my vampire thing.
Okay.
If you're looking to become a vampire, head to vampirewebsite.net. Tell them that It's Really Not Important podcast sent you. Say hi to Steve for us. All right.
Steve.
Yeah.
Shout out, Steve.
He said he doesn't want to give his real name, so he'll just go by Steve.
Okay. Okay.
So say hi to Steve for us.
Drink Steve.
If you want to be a vampire, hey, do you. You do you.
No, you got to do someone else's vampire. You got to do another vampire's pint of blood.
Let's
don't
do
you?
it.
Teaspoon, sorry.
Quarter of a teaspoon.
Quarter of a teaspoon. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So like we could
You
both
could
become.
bump past someone. You could play footy with someone and knock them down.
I accidentally spit in their mouth.
No, you have to spit blood in their mouth.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
funny.
punch yourself in the
Yeah,
mouth. Have
yeah,
a brawl
then-
with someone. That's better.
And
Yeah.
start spitting.
That'd be weird. Just in a brawl, someone just spitting around.
And then
just,
sucking blood from some. Ugh.
Yeah,
Just
that's how it
stop.
starts.
Just stop. Even I don't want to listen to this. All right. Thank you very much, Keegan. Take it away.
Round of applause for Dylan.
I don't want a round of applause. I don't want it.
And
He's-
Lexi.
he's
I don't want a
getting
round
it.
of applause. Lexi, I don't want it. I don't want a round of
Alrighty.
applause.
My topic today. It's about the world's richest person.
Okay.
What,
you know who
vampire's
that
pretty
is?
rich?
Is it a Rothschild?
No, it's we're going back a bit.
Oh, is it Bill Gates?
We're going back a bit. We're not going back.
Is it Jeff Bezos?
Well, he's the current.
Yeah, yeah.
In
An
20
old, a former.
Well,
Sorry, of all time, you mean?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't
I
it?
want to see you. Here, let's hear.
Yeah, wasn't it some old? It was. I don't know where he was, but it was just one of those rulers that's like the total amount of wealth that he owned. If he had it in today's age, it's like astronomically bigger than anyone.
I think you just did my topic.
didn't say a name.
Yeah, I haven't said anything about it though.
I think the richest person, if it wasn't monetary rich, it was rich in happiness, would be Lexi because she's loving these cats.
Stop talking about Lexi.
Yeah,
No one's got a camera on it.
And now I'm done my topic, couldn't care less. Look at these. No, go on.
Well, currently it's Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
And in 2019, Forbes said that he had an estimated fortune of how much do you reckon?
Wasn't it like 60 billion or something?
I thought it was like,
131 billion.
Yeah.
when was this?
2019, last year.
Oh, so
We'll split that in half.
yeah, I
'cause you
thought
have
he
to
had
give half to
yeah,
his-
wasn't it 300
yeah.
something
So,
billion?
This is, well, don't worry, this person surpassed that. So-
Before we go into that, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
a thing today that was like, because billionaires just shouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
People say,
Oh,
yeah,
and even
Kanye's
most
post- it
doesn't make
billionaires,
sense.
I'm pretty sure, go, I don't need this amount of money.
well, because you
Yeah.
have to like I saw a thing that was like, if you were working and you were making $1,000 a day, right? And so it was something like if for a year, like 5 days a week, you would be making like $250,000. So then to reach $1 billion, it would take like 4,000 years.
Ooh,
Even like working $100 a day, $1,000 a week. What I don't know, something ridiculous. No, it was $100 an hour, $1,000 a day, right?
yeah, that's nuts.
So much fucking money. So then they're like, the only way you can become a billionaire is to fuck over people.
True. But I don't know much about Jeff Bezos, but he doesn't seem like that. Like he's
Seems like a terrible person.
oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
He like fucks over like the Amazon working conditions is like one of the worst
Oh,
in the world.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like, yeah, no one's allowed in. They're not allowed to unionize and things like that.
Yeah.
Or they're not even allowed to, like, go together in, like, groups of 4 people or something. 'Cause
Really?
there's, like, that chance that they're talking about.
Over,
You know.
it was like over Christmas or something, they weren't allowing people to have bathroom breaks. So they were like peeing in bottles and shit.
What like where are these factories? They
There's a couple of big ones all around the States.
oh, so
This
these
is
like
huge warehouse.
this is
like,
not like
insanely
third
big.
world country
No,
workers.
they're American. Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
getting paid very little. I'm guessing.
Yeah. And that's why, because like they could have such good working conditions with the amount of wealth he has, but it's just like, and then he did that thing where he like donated a shit ton of money back when the bushfires and stuff were happening, like the Amazon, whatever. I don't remember how much it was. Like it was like a lot. Like it was like 100 million or something.
But relative to what he has.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like you don't want a donation
Donate
shame, or
shame.
anything. But like it was like everyone was like, oh, he's great because he did that, and then it's like almost like it was like a publicity thing.
It's tough these days with that whole when money's involved. It's just like
It is
you don't
tough.
know what people's.
140 billion.
Oh, thank you, bringing it back. Yeah, nice. Well, the person I'm going to discuss, his name was Mansa Musa.
Okay.
And he's been largely forgotten because he was from West Africa. And I guess, I don't know, people don't really talk that much about that part of the world in history wise.
That's what we're doing here on the
Exactly.
Yep.
He was a 14th century West African ruler who was so rich, he pretty much fucked over their economic just economy.
System.
Yeah.
Through the
Just to
amount-
make money.
Well, no. So pretty much how he made his money was through gold. So pretty much in that part of the world at the time, there was a lot of trading of gold and other like salt, and he was very good at trading, and so he pretty much got a lot, a lot.
I hope so. He's the richest guy in the fucking world.
He had
ever
almost half
exist.
of the old world's gold, according to British Museum.
Wow.
I don't know the exact amount of that. And
Hey,
pretty
half
much-
of all the gold.
So did you say a year before?
Huh?
A year that he was like
The
around?
14th century.
Oh, okay.
14th century. So he was
So it couldn't be too much gold.
1312 was when he became the emperor of that area. But I guess the whole it was just like his place that kind of knew how rich he was. It wasn't until he decided to do a pilgrimage to a place called. Let me get this right.
So you're about to say that
Coachella.
until he started doing a podcast.
Oh,
Hey
called-
guys, I'm the richest fucking guy in the world.
oh, this guy comes close to doing that.
He's one of those guys on Instagram that like they post in front of like Bugattis and stuff, like oversaturated
Knowledge.
like, HDR. Yeah.
He was going to a
Now
place
we know
called
he's the richest
Mecca.
guy. Look at all my horses.
On this
Let him do his topic.
on this pilgrimage. It was called to Mecca, MECCA. He had a caravan that traveled throughout
You need a caravan?
Cairo, Medina, and finally to Mecca. He took his entire royal court and officials, soldiers, entertainers, merchants, camel drivers, and 12,000 slaves, as well as a long
Wow.
train of goats and sheep for food.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Living
Okay,
the
so it's not just like a mini bus.
life
It was
of
pretty much
luxury.
a city moving through the desert.
Yeah.
Is how they put it. And
With the gold.
well, pretty much all the way down to the slaves, they were kitted out in gold.
Wow.
And the finest Persian silk. 100 camels were in tow, each camel carrying hundreds of pounds of pure gold.
Holy. I guess the thing is, like, the gold would have been so much more valuable then because, and if he had half of it, potentially,
Yeah.
it's like, that's so, like, now it's not worth as much because everyone knows how to fucking, like, I could look up on the internet and then go somewhere and potentially find some gold, like, little amounts, but
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are doing that every day. I mean, and also there are fucking huge machines digging it up.
Yeah.
So, like, that's crazy that he had half. Like, yeah, that's no wonder he was so fucking rich.
Nowadays, he's driving around with half of all Bitcoin or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he's got a
can't.
hard drive.
Oh, hard drive.
You can get physical coins, Bitcoins.
Can you?
Yeah.
There you go. Do you have Bitcoin?
No.
I've got,
0.01
yeah, I got
or something like that.
0.02 of a Bitcoin or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do
Hey,
you
I'm
buy
going to
them?
make that money.
Yeah. You just wait, Keegan.
If you
When you're slaving on the side of the street and I got my 0.1 coin, I'll
Oh.
flick a 0.0002 at you.
I get a daily reminder from one of my housemates about how Afterpay is doing very well.
Why is he? Who's
Like
reminding you?
shares.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he's like up like 9 times his initial
Wow.
investment. So after I probably don't get on it now because it's probably hit its peak, but who
You
knows?
get on it now 9 times what it was. In fact, something I found out from your, you say your housemates, roommates?
Yeah, it was Nathaniel. Yeah.
Something maybe just want to bring into the group that I found out the other night
Oh yeah.
was that you had Weet-Bix once and substituted the milk
No.
for water.
This is taken way out of context.
I'll let you. It's
Please
open forum.
explain.
Yeah.
So it was actually
Please
it
explain.
was probably like early on, and we were about to do it was pre-podcast.
so
I was-
before the money.
Yeah, I was about to leave. I was in a rush because I was late, as per usual, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
for a podcast app.
Yeah. So I was coming out this way. Checked the fridge, no milk. Had Sultana brand, so it wasn't Weet-Bix.
Oh,
Sultana.
yeah, no,
brand.
we did get.
Sorry.
we
Yep.
did
confirm.
Yeah.
I was
confirm that,
wrong.
yeah.
Sorry.
Thought, don't want dry Sultana brand right now. Might put a bit of water on there. So just a little dash. And it was terrible.
Oh, I can.
Did you finish it, or were you just like, I can't do
Nah,
this?
I was pretty hungry, so I finished.
Wow.
I honestly don't think I could do it.
Nah. When you
Why?
just like a thing of toast or something?
I didn't
You got
have any
ice
bread.
cream?
I was like fully out.
You had nothing at
yeah.
this house?
I like
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy lives on cheese toasties.
There's
He's not
a
wasting
cafe
bread
on the
for
side of your
breakfast.
street.
I was in a rush.
Hey, I would have let you. I would have let you eat.
I got some nutrition in. You know, Sultana's good for you.
Yep. Brand's good for you.
Brand, yeah, it's good.
Water's also good for you. So
Hey.
hey,
Yeah,
With all the
milk
Trinity and
isn't good
breakfast.
for you.
What's up?
Debatable.
What do you say?
Milk isn't good for you.
Yeah, debatable. All right, let's get back.
Get back to it. All right. So during this pilgrimage to Mecca, he pretty much gave away gold to people on the street, and they bought so many goods that they messed up the global economy for a while.
The
because
global economy.
Sizably increased the amount of gold in circulation. So pretty much it's
yeah.
like if you, I guess, give a lot of people something,
Money.
it's going to deflate the value of that thing.
Hey, that's right. Give a lot of people watered Sultana brand, and all of a sudden it's not as. Don't worry about it.
He'll cut that.
A US-based technology company actually estimated that due to the depreciation of gold, Mansa Musa's pilgrimage led to about a 1.5 billion loss in the economy across the Middle East.
Wow.
So, yeah. But on the way back, he passed through Egypt again. And according to some, he actually tried to help the country by removing some of the gold from the circulation by borrowing it back at like a specific interest rates from Egyptian lenders. Others said that he spent much more, and then he just
What?
So he borrowed gold from other people.
and then others said
he
that he
took
just
more.
ran out of gold, so he just took it all back.
So do we have a number on how much his worth was estimated
Yes,
to be?
we're getting there. That's the end.
Perfect.
That's why
Okay,
they're
well,
okay.
that's the big number.
yeah, exactly. Throughout his reign, because he had a stack of cash, he what?
Lexi keeps putting her arm on
Keeps doing it. I don't. Oh, not back on the floor, Lex.
Musa used his gold to build a great number of mosques, to the point that he was reportedly building one every Friday.
Wow. How big were these things?
They were sizable.
Hey, this dude.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
cheers. Yeah, this guy's doing mosques once a week. We're doing podcasts once a week. I don't see much difference.
No, me either.
No, there's one very stark difference.
I don't
He
see a
has
difference.
cash. We don't.
Richest man in the world.
All right. So
Hey,
the
we're
big
rich in
question-
happiness. Did I not say this earlier?
The big question you both have been asking me all episode:
Even
Are you a
outside of the
vampire?
episode.
how much is he worth? So
Can we take a guess or something?
Yeah, let's say guesses.
adjusted for inflation. So at
Yeah,
the time,
Just talking to them. Mate.
sorry, I'm just patting the dog. Yes, have some guesses. Ballpark me, please.
You
I don't want to go too high.
well, if he's
because then
richer
it, like,
than Bezos, so it has to be over 140 mil or 140 bill.
yeah. I
So
would
this-
almost
I can go second highest for you.
in the
John
world.
D. Rockefeller.
Yeah, yep. Big banker.
Yes,
Banker man.
economist.
Yep. Whatever normal title he was.
His wealth was around 300 billion.
All right, I'm
Ooh.
saying this guy's 400 bill.
400 billion.
I don't want to go too high, but I'm going to do it because I just want to get.
trillion.
Yeah, I was going to go like 1.2 trillion.
400 billion.
And we had money on that as well, so I guess that one.
Wait, what?
Better. So now we're going to finish this.
He was that
episode
rich in my
off
heart. So
with an. All right, we're
Rich,
gonna finish
rich
this-
in happiness.
yeah, exactly.
So let's end the episode off with everybody say their bank account info.
text in your bank account info, and we'll.
Yeah.
yeah.
We can make a donation on your behalf
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah. No, thanks, Keegan.
No worries.
Richest man in the world. Shout out, call in.
Yeah.
Hey, if they figure it out.
Long gone, but rest in peace.
Time travel or something, maybe.
Yeah. He had that much gold, potentially could have.
Man, I wish I was closer to the number. I was hella off.
You.
I was bang on.
Yeah.
1.2 trillion is
You're an idiot.
a bit too much.
Hey,
you
he had
really think
half
that?
the world's damn gold. I don't know, money.
So how much, do you know how much money is in circulation right now?
No.
A lot.
Do you?
No, but I didn't do the target. So
Well, this
Isn't the
is back
US
in the-
alone in like $10 trillion of
Oh,
debt
look
or
this
something
up
like
quickly.
that?
their the lunchtime school debt is over like millions.
Oh,
This happened the other week where you tried to look something up and you couldn't find the answer. That's
Eight-
it. I'm calling it here.
80 trillion
In the
Okay.
world or the US?
world.
Okay.
but I wouldn't. That doesn't include like being in debt or anything, does
I think it's just, is that just money in
It said,
circulation?
according to the Bank for International Settlements, the total amount is about 5 trillion. According to the CIA, the total amount is 80 trillion if you include broad money. I don't know what broad money is.
Oh, bribes. Yeah.
That's money for bitches.
All right, let's wrap it up with that. Thanks for watching
Thanks for donating.
and listening and donating.
Farewell.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Bye.